What's up, y'all? We are in the Threefold Gym. We are here with Jonathan, and he is telling us about somebody that he's interested in. We won't give you guys the details on that because, you know, maybe this will be like an ongoing saga. Every time he comes on the weekend, you'll get an update on how it's going. Jonathan, say hi to the people.
What's up?
We'll put his info down in the comments so you can check him out, see where he's at, and of course Laura, who's always here. She puts everything together. Yes. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna actually use the workout equipment today instead of me just telling you about how it is and what it does. Jonathan, though, he's gonna be doing back, and we are gonna be doing legs. Laura, what are we starting with?
Worst thing in the world.
We've been trying to do like the hardest thing for us. Like that's the very first thing that we do. So we're gonna do Bulgarians first, and then we're gonna do hip thrusters, and then we're gonna show you guys a little bit of work on the leg curl leg extension machine. And Jonathan, we're gonna have Jonathan use it too, so he can give us his opinion on, because he's tall. So actually, I'm gonna show you guys him using a lot of the other equipment here, because you guys are always asking, oh, well, what if you're over 6 foot? Well, Jonathan is
6'3".
He's 6'3". So
2 3/4, you know, we round up.
Rounding up, yeah. So that's why I say I'm 5'10", because I'm like 5'9 3/4. So I say I'm 5'10". So we're gonna use the equipment. You're gonna check out our workout, and hopefully we're not crying. All right. Show the people.
You know, like, it's like, why you're, like, that just looks awkward. You know what I'm saying?
So we were just talking about short length like what type or how short should it be? And sometimes when you wear shorts, people think they're booty shorts just because you have a booty, but they're not. They're just shorts. Anyways, my story is that for the first time I bought shorts with lining. They were from Amazon, I believe, and they were 5-inch shorts. And I thought, oh, these will be good, 5-inch inseams. I put them on and put a t-shirt on over it, and I just felt like there's like this much short coming out. And so I was like, nah, these aren't it. And all my friends, my buddies at church, they were like, hey, you getting into like some new stuff, man? I'm like, no. It was my first pair of shorts. Because my brother, he does bodybuilding, right? So he's like, hey, you should get these shorts. He's like, well, I have 5-inch inseams. I'm like, oh, I kind of like how that looks.
Yeah.
It was too short.
It's too short.
So I got a bunch of 7s. So that's what I rock now.
And do they fit you like they fit him like with his 5-inch or?
No, he has bigger quads than me, but I have a bigger butt.
Yeah.
The butt is what kind of like pulls the short up.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
I don't know, it's different. So 7s for me, but I think it's like, you know how you do something, it's like the gateway drug,
Yeah.
and you do one thing, and then it slowly gets worse and worse. I think the 7-inchers are the gateway drug to the 5-inchers.
They are.
So, you know.
They are.
Well,
I mean, I started with basketball shorts, right? And those are like long. Yeah.
And ones.
And then you know, getting into high school, they're like, oh my gosh, wearing basketball shorts, and they're like, I wear the 7-inch seams, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the 7-inch seams. And so I was like, whoa, look at me, check me out. And then I was like, I'm going one step further, and so yeah, never going back.
Coming in with the 5s. You know what's so funny? They have 8, they have 7, and they have 5.
Yeah, I think there's one lower, like less than that.
Well,
too.
where's the 6 at? You just skip over the 6 and go straight to the 5?
Yeah, they don't go to the 6.
I guess. All right, last set, best set.
That's it.
You know what I need? You know what we need? We need a dedicated cameraman. And yes.
Are any of your kids into like film or photography?
Both Riley and Tristan are. They like it.
Okay.
But you know, I want them. I invite them and I show them things, but I want them to do it because they want to do it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like PK kids. You know, as a pastor, you want your kids to learn the word and want to be able to teach it.
Yeah.
And have a passion for God's people. But like, if you make them do it, then they're gonna question once they get older, am I doing this because it's in my heart or because of my dad did it?
Yeah. I think that we all have to come to that point though.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, like after a while, once I got older and I started going through like more life hardships, it was like,
Just
what the heck? Like I was
learning your faith in general.
Yeah, and it challenged my faith because I was like, okay, do I really believe in this whole Jesus thing? Like I know my parents talk about it every week, and I'm up at the church Sunday through Friday. But like, do I really believe in this? And so I think those are healthy questions to have, though. I think that everybody needs to have those questions.
I do the same thing all the time. It's kind of like when you're doing a workout program, and you're like, is this workout program working? Am I seeing results? Am I doing what I think I'm supposed to be doing? Even though you've been working out for, you know, maybe 10 years.
Yeah.
I think your faith is the same way. And you question it for a second, and you're like, is this really working? And then you have to work it out again and get the kinks out. And that's why it says to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Like, it says that because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be work.
Yeah.
Just like fitness. Fitness is like reading hard. It's work.
Yeah.
And living your faith feels the same way, where you're just like, can I just get a breath in right now?
Yeah.
God, all the stuff in my life is going on so bad. Can I just catch a breath of air?
Yeah.
And then there's that day when you put weight on the bar that you're like, oh, I don't know if I can get this. And then you have that exhilarating moment of you actually lifting it. It's kind of like the same thing in your faith. When you go through something and you're like, you get to the other end and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, I just went through that huge storm and I'm good.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I think the thing is too, is like, God gives us questions, right? Like he tells us to seek so that we can find. And then he wants to reveal himself to us. And when we doubt and we have questions, but we're genuinely like looking for answers, God, like, I believe he loves that because it's like, he gets to prove himself to us. Time and time again.
I like it. Oh, you doing some crazy stuff. I ain't playing your game. I don't like your game.
Oh.
It's pulses,
Yeah, I'm not.
pulls, and pulses.
I'm not.
No, thank you. Jonathan's doing his thing with them 5-inch seams.
Feeling great. Looking great. A little sweat.
This is crack-lacky.
I think that I don't know what that's gonna. Oh.
Now we're on the second setting. So
Doesn't feel like much.
it feels light at first, right? And then at the end it gets heavy, correct?
There's only a small portion at the top that you could feel the weight. So you're like, oh, it's easy. And then you hold it, and it's like,
Okay.
feel it a little bit.
So what we need to do then is at the very top, hold, yep. Uh-huh.
Don't get me wrong, my legs are shaking.
And then if you have to, slow down so you're not using speed to bring it up. There you go. Better, huh?
I'm also on the last rep, so.
Okay. Okay, so next time you're in the second set, just go slow on the bottom, and then as you go to the top, then you squeeze. Look at these. Look at these striations right here.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, shoot.
Yes?
I think we did have the extra 10. Because I kept the 10 on.
Oh.
I'm trying to work on like not having any facial expression. Not for like video or any purpose like that, but for like just feeling my muscle that I'm using better rather than my face. And it hurts worse.
Yeah. What was Brad saying? Like if you make dumb noises or facial expressions, it makes it easier by 10% or something like that?
It's always 10%. What is this? Put your hat backwards, it's 10%. Tie your shoes tighter, it's 10%.
Take your tongue out.
Stick your tongue out, it's 10%.
Laying on the floor.
Man, with all these things,
I'm
I'm
at 20.
100% strong.
That's what.
Okay, so quick update on how it feels. So the middle, you can feel it definitely through the beginning all the way to the end. At the bottom, it feels really easy initially, like really easy. Then all of a sudden it gets hard, but if you're doing a set of 12, the first 8 reps feel pretty easy, almost like nothing. And then all of a sudden, the last 4 reps, you feel a ton. And then the opposite is true on this end, in that the first 8 reps, it feels like almost nothing. And the let off at the top is really like sharp. It feels like there's nothing, you're lifting nothing. And it's also because if you do the middle first, like your muscles are used to heavy weight through the whole range of motion. It's kind of like if you are benching and you're trying to lift heavier or make your sets light, or if you're squatting and you're trying to make your sets light, you either do 1 rep really heavy or just do a really heavy hold, and then all the rest of your sets are easy. I think that's kind of what this does, is that you go through the whole range of motion in the middle, all the weight is on you from the beginning to end, and then all of a sudden you have a let off at either the beginning or the end, and it feels easy, but it's still hard, it's still challenging your muscle. For those of you that shoot bows, a compound bow, I'll tell you what it feels like. It's like when you pull the bow back, you get to 80%, and then the last 20% of that pull, it lets off and there's like no weight. That's very similar. So if you're a bow hunter and you have a compound bow, that's the best way for me to describe it for you. Or if you're lifting weights and somebody's like spotting you the last 20% of the lift, that's how it feels. Or someone's pushing down the first 20% of the lift. That's the difference.
Okay.
So just do a couple reps and tell us how it feels. Okay, again, Jonathan is 6'3", you know, maybe might be 6'4" one day, but so he's taller. Is it the correct setting for you? Do you think that it's, are your knees? So
Yeah.
this is the spot that you were looking for right here, or your knee? Do you feel like it's right there, your pivot point?
You can put the seat back more.
We'll go a little bit back more.
Okay.
Oh, I just banged my ankle. It's okay. Do that.
See, so it does accommodate taller athletes. Now, the other question is this pad low enough for you?
Yeah, right
The bottom
above,
pad.
right like at my ankles, right
Okay.
below my shin. That's
Okay.
why I like it anyways. I don't know.
All right, so just tell us how it feels.
It's just, well, I feel pretty comfortable right now.
Okay.
So we'll see after I get into the set how comfortable I am.
Just do like 8. Don't go crazy, because I'm gonna switch the weights on you. And
Yeah, of course. Try the hold.
yeah.
Don't worry about my legs shaking. Don't even worry about it. It's actually so easy.
I don't know. The weights are saying something different.
Well, you know what? I'm still gonna bust out the reps. See, it's because I hit quads the other day. What did I tell y'all? Honestly, it feels really good. I feel a great contraction in the quads. I don't feel like anything is. It can accommodate for me in my height.
Okay. Okay. Let's switch out the weight position. No. You get to be treated like a gym princess,
Oh, I love that.
and you
I'm
get
not
to
gonna
stay
keep my-
seated, and we'll have Laura, switch out the weights for you.
So dumb. I have to take them both off because they don't fit. Am I going lower or upper?
Lower first.
Lower. Interesting.
So now, I'm not going to tell you what it does.
I'm just gonna.
You're going to use it, and you're gonna tell us how it feels.
Oh, you put me on the spot. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Well, yeah, a lot easier first for like almost all the way up until the last little bit.
It's like
Whereas,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this feels a lot lighter until that top contraction point, and that's where the weight is. Okay. I could do more.
I could do like 30, but I just don't want to.
Yeah. Just trying it out, you know, warm-up sets.
This is our lovely Vanna White over here.
I'm not exceptionally tall.
Okay. Laura, how tall are you?
I'm 5'4.5".
So 5'4".
4.5.
6, almost 4. And I'm not anywhere in between. I'm somewhere right in between them two, so it's perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Hard, and then apparently got really easy because you almost flew out of the seat.
Yeah. So first part hard, easy. So I think it'll be harder for this one coming down with the weight too.
So that would be a good trying to do just eccentric holds and eccentric movements. with
Yeah.
that one. Okay.
I love that.
Cool,
That's
cool.
great.
So in comparison to other leg extensions,
Honestly, great because they don't have all of these settings, right? So it's just one setting and it's usually hard in the middle, really easy up at the top, really easy down low in the commercial gyms that I've used. And so coming here, you kind of get to whatever you would like to struggle, what part you would like to struggle with, do however many sets you want with that, switch it up a little bit, target all of the motion. So yeah, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. See, so there's someone else's opinion, not just mine, but someone else's. Laura, you just used it.
Yeah.
Again, you were the smaller athlete. How did you feel? Smaller in height only. You are strong. We know this.
How did I feel about it? I feel like the one, I don't know if it's the lower one where it's only hard at the top.
On number 2.
Number 2. I think it's like it almost feels like you're not doing anything. Like 90% of it is nothing, and it's that last 10%. So I think that's like harder for me to feel like I'm doing something. Like I'm like, oh, there's no weight, and so I think it's more about like holding it at the end, and that's where you like can actually feel it. So it's definitely a different movement than I'm used to. Like he was saying, at the commercial gyms that I've been to in the past, there's one place that it's at. This makes you think more about what part of the muscle you're trying to contract, like if it's at the very end or if it's at the beginning. Like you get to use all the different parts of it and train all the different parts of it. So I think it's good.
Good. Is there any other word
No.
you would like to use besides
No,
good?
I was getting on him about saying good so much. He was doing a review and he was like, I think it's good. This, I think is good. This, also good. And I'm like, maybe you can use a different word other than good. I only said it one time, so mine doesn't count.
See, she's trying to train me on using other words other than good. How does she describe the machine?
Good.
Good. So it's good. Hey, look at multiple people. Jonathan said it was good. Laura said it was good. I said it was good. It's good.
It is phenomenal.
It was crazy. It was like a out of this world experience.
Okay, well, I can feel it right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can, yeah. Walking around. Didn't feel it when I was doing it.
Let me out.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Too heavy.
You might have done 210s.
I might have done 210s. John, you hit this?
Heck yeah.
It's your turn of passing it around.
I hate doing leg curls and then leg extensions because then I'm laying down
I need to lower.
and my quads are like
Oh.
pushed up on this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, but my quads feel bloated and
Is all this blood in them? Oh, he wants the pressure right away.
yeah.
Oh. Grab some seat.
Grab the seat. There's handles underneath the seat.
Are there?
Forward, forward, forward. There you go.
Thank God. Oh.
Are you on me right now?
Yeah.
So it's not so obvious that there are handles there, but he grabbed the headrest first, and then I said, hey, there's handles. And then he grabbed the bottom area where I like to hold, and then finally grabbed the handles. So it's not in an obvious position for, you know, the average gym goer.
Average gym goer.
No, no, no. I didn't mean for the average.
That's kind of
It's not what I meant.
We're not talking about you, we're talking about some other average Joe Schmo.
We're talking about something other than average.
This is the worst.
Yeah?
Actually the worst.
The worst because...
Because it's so hard on the top. No, don't look at my face. Oh, get up. Oh my goodness gracious.
So it hurts, that means it's good.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay,
Loved every second.
so here's what we're talking about when you're slightly shorter. Getting into the machine. Go ahead, go ahead. Having to jump up into it. So if you're a smaller athlete, that's what you got to deal with. Oh, what happened?
There it is.
It's light at the top.
Okay, so then if it's light at the top, what do you need to do? Squeeze at the top and then let it down. Yep.
We go back and forth between one hand and one fold.
So which one do you find most comfortable?
This one just seems really far away from
Uh-huh.
grab you.
Uh-huh. So when Jonathan grabbed it, I noticed something. He grabbed it and then put his forearms on that bar.
Oh, mine don't reach.
Oh, okay. But that worked. That worked great for me. That's why it's cool when someone that uses the equipment. So then you... Okay, now getting down. Just sliding out. Okay, so Jonathan is on his last set. Once he finishes this set, he will give us his review of how the curl feels different than the extension, being a 6'3" plus human being.
Sounds like a weight class.
Bro, is that pad the right place for you? You like it right there?
Yeah. Right at my hip.
I think I actually had mine too high. I mean, too low. It was almost coming off my heels.
Yeah.
It's been feeling good, but I think I'm cooling down, so we're good. It was those. All right. Give us the review, sir.
Personally, loved it. Loved it up here. Loved it in the middle. What is this? One, two?
Three.
1 and 3. Loved it. I really like feeling it at the bottom of every rep. Right when you're getting that nice stretch. Kind of like same thing with like preacher curls, right? It's like stretching the muscle, but it's also the hardest part. So I love that. At the 1, you feel it all the way through, and so it's great. It's a nice sticking weight. I guess that's kind of like what it is at a commercial gym. So that's kind of what I'm used to, so I'm comfortable with that. And then 2, it's hard for me whenever the hardest part is the contraction, especially like specifically with my hamstrings, just because my hamstrings are weak and they tend to cramp whenever I hit peak contraction. And so having like that being the heaviest part, I'm not personally like a huge fan of it. So I would probably stick to 1 and 3, 2, 3, 1 and 3. But I mean, all of them, again, you can use. 2 is, I mean, it's still going to be good, right? Yeah, because there is benefits of using it where it's heaviest and it's peak contraction. That's just not usually how I specifically train. And so I would stick to the other 2, but overall great.
1 out of 10.
Well, I hate laying leg curls. But I would give it a solid, I give it a 10. It's great. It's really cool that it has, again, the multiple settings, same thing with the leg extensions. You could feel it in different parts of the movement. And so that's really beneficial. So.
Too fast.
Too much. Yes?
Okay, you are our shorter athlete.
Yeah.
So, your expert opinion of the leg curl.
Of the leg curl. Well, I'm no stranger to having to jump on machines and like reach to get things, so that part doesn't bother me. It's fine. It's kind of fun. For the second position, I feel like I can feel it more with the leg curl. Like I said, with the extension, I feel like 90% of it feels like there's no weight. It's that last 10% that you feel it. I feel like with the leg curl, it's more like 70% that you don't feel it, and then 30% that you do feel it. Could just be that I'm not super well trained in my hamstrings, or it could be the positioning of it. I don't actually know. So I like that I can feel it more. So I feel like that second position actually feels like it's doing something and not just lifting no weight. But yeah, I haven't been able to train the muscle in a while, so it feels good to be able to get back into it. And yeah, I'm about it.
1 to 10.
1 to 10? I'd give it a 9.
What's the 1 tick off for?
I just don't like it. It just hurts. So is it really a 9?
Okay, so something I've learned while using it, it's the best leg curl leg extension combo I've ever used. The thing that I figured out while using it, because they both explained a little bit like, oh, if you, there's a certain part of the lift that feels really light or whatever. What I learned is, for me, I just need to move slower. Because if I move slower and allow the weight to press against my shin or the back of my calf, whatever way I'm going, it's a better lift. So I think that even though earlier in the review I said that it was a disadvantage that you could only put 45s in certain spots, if you're using the machine correctly, you never need to go that heavy. If you're just flinging the weight up and down, then yeah, sure, you can go really heavy and do a lot of plates. But if you're really moving slow through the movement, which you probably should for these because you don't want to mess up your knee, you're going to feel it through the whole movement. And if you saw when Jonathan was using the leg extension, he almost flew off the seat because he didn't expect for it to let off so much. So I found, for me, if I'm just going slow and I allow the weight to press against me, I get way more out of the movement. Out of 10, obviously I said it was the best machine I've ever used. So 11 out of 10, I suppose. I got to be different than them. He said 10 out of 10, she said 9. I was at 11 out of 10, even though I still don't like the way it feels because it's hard. It's just hard. So I like the way it feels because it's a well-made, good machine mechanically, biomechanically, and I don't like it because it's hard. Thanks.
Yeah, that's fair. That's why I was like, what?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Why don't you leave it on there and put the weights on it?
What do you mean? Leave it on.
You silly Billy.
This is what I have to do.
So that's why I made this little things. I thought you used it before.
No, I've never done
Okay,
this.
yeah. So you just take this action right here.
And then you put it on the rack.
Put it on
But
the rack.
I now see.
Whoa.
Damn skis.
Look, your way, my way, we both put the weights on. You know?
You only did it in like 3 times the time it would take. Okay, I guess we gotta do calves. Look at how much goes on that one.
What if you're no good at goodbyes? You just end it.
Jonathan said he's not good at goodbyes, but that is the end of our workout. We did legs. It wasn't the funnest day. Legs is my favorite day. I just say that much. I have a bad low back, and you know, I'm scared. I'll just say that I'm scared. Anyways, Jonathan did back. Jonathan, how was the workout?
It was great, 10 out of 10. Back day is my day. So awesome. Love this equipment.
Back day is his day.
Yeah, my day.
Well, he's excited about the functional trainer, so we'll do some future workouts for Jonathan or whoever shows up, but you know, whoever shows up. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. Jonathan?
Peace out, guys. You're back.